My name is Deirdre. I'm the Senior Communications Manager for Xilinx. The Xilinx European headquarters is out in City West in Dublin, and I'm guaranteed that probably 98-99% of you have never heard of us before. So hopefully today you'll learn a little bit more about Xilinx. Firstly, I'd like to thank both Miriam and Brian for the opportunity here. I think that Dennis O'Brien once said, having a snipe with Tony O'Reilly, thanks for a loan of the hall. So again, thanks Brian for the loan of the hall. But one thing I would like to say is that this morning I've been completely blown away by the initiatives that I've seen from these companies. And I'm delighted that people are continuing to put emphasis on CSI even in this tough economic climate. So I say kudos to everybody who's doing that. So who is Xilinx? So basically we are the world's leader in programmable devices. Means absolutely nothing to most of you. Basically, in layman's terms, we produce a programmable logic device chip that could be programmed to do whatever you want to do. Now, within the world of electronics, we are very well known. We own 50% of the programmable logic devices market. Outside of that, we're really not a well-known company. We're not a household name, but I can be guaranteed that basically our chips have touched all of your lives. So we're in a number of different areas, as you can see. Communications. All of you guys who've got the phone stuck to your ears or you're there doing email, Xilinx is touching your life because we're very much involved in the base stations that give you all of that bandwidth and broadband that you need. We're also in a number of other areas like automotive, consumer, industrial, medical, broadband, and aerospace and defence. So basically, if you own a set-top box at home, if you own a flat-screen TV, if you drive a Mercedes or you drive a BMW, guaranteed you actually own one or more of our chips. And for that, I thank you very much. So the European headquarters, as I said, is out in City West. We have 280 employees out there at the moment, and we have another 170 employees throughout Europe. So we're not a huge company in relation to a number of the people who have presented here this morning, but I believe from a CSI perspective, we do pack quite a powerful punch. So then looking at our corporate community program, it's basically part of the global outreach program that Xilinx has, and community and engaging with the community has been very much part of Xilinx's ethos since its foundation. It's very much a culture of partnership, funding, and volunteerism. Now, I think it was Linda O'Sullivan said this morning that there could be an ethos of, how did she refer to it, checkbook charities. None of the companies who have presented here have that ethos, and neither does Xilinx. So as well as having a funding initiative, it's also important for us to engage with the community partners, but it's also important for us to engage with volunteerism with our employees as well. All of the community relations committee members, they're all volunteers. So we don't have anybody who's dedicated solely to it. And we very much encourage volunteerism within the company itself, whether it's volunteering at a local shelter or whether it's coaching the under-8s GAA in the local club. It's very important for us to engage within the community itself. We have $150,000 a year is how much we have within our budget, and it's split into 4 areas, as you can see there. So education, community, health, and the arts. So if you look at it, we've been in City West for the past 16 years. We've been very much engaged all of that time. So I think that we've contributed quite a lot to the community during this time. So the first part of the initiative that we have is our educational ecosystem. Approximately 60% of our funding goes towards this. And what we've tried to do here is we've tried to create a funnel. So basically, we're trying to support education in a local area from primary school through secondary school and into 3rd level. And this is to really encourage people in the more disadvantaged areas to get through the system and to basically understand the benefits and the rewards that they could have from further education. So as you can see here, we start down at the end here with primary school, which is based in Clondalkin, which is the Talbot school, through to Dean's Rath, which is the secondary school that we support, and onto the 3rd level institutions, the ITT in Dublin and in DCU. Within these areas, it's not just a matter of funding, there's also a matter of engaging with the community partners that are there. Within the Talbot School, we deal with a number of their partners as well. We have a wind energy project that we work with them. We engage with the book club, after schools book club. We also engage with Ashtown FC, who does a lot of work with kids after school. So within the secondary schools as well, we're looking at giving PCs and also time, volunteering, to help within that area as well. Within the ITT Dublin, we do a laptop sharing scheme for the students, and then we support a number of students that are going through DCU. We actually have one of our electronics engineers who has been through this system. So we can see that the company can actually benefit itself by helping within this community as well. We also support initiatives like Maths Week. We're trying to encourage students to look at the technology arena, just like PayPal, Pfizer and Abbott had done in previous presentations. We want to get them engaged within that. We also bring a lot of our students in to Xilinx to learn a little bit more about technology and how your career could be within the technology arena. I have one story where I had a class of third years in from Talbot, and I was going through the different areas that Xilinx is in, and I'm saying, you know, we're in the Mars space rover, and they're and we're in satellites, and I said we're in a lot of the electronic devices in your home as well. So there's one little guy at the front, and his hand is up. He said, "So are you in my Xbox?" I said, "No, we're not." So are you in my Nintendo? I said, "No, we're not in there either." So I figure losing them a little bit here. So I said, "I'm in your set-top box though. Xilinx is in your set-top box. So your Sky stuff and all that." She said, "Oh, my dad has been trying to fiddle with our Sky box. He's trying to get Sky Sports for nothing. So if I come work here, can you teach me how to do that?" So it's like, well, you know, we can put you on the track of doing engineering. Whichever direction you go in is completely up to you. So then looking at the other areas that we have then. So the other areas we focus on are health, community and the arts. And we have a number of different initiatives that we have within these areas as well. So we have a voting system within Dublin and within Europe so that each of our employees can vote on which charities that we would support within these different areas. And we have a very high polling percentage for all of this. To give you some examples of the charities that we've helped here, within health, we've supported the Bluebell Garden in St. Luke's Hospital. We've supported a lot of the Cystic Fibrosis Ireland initiatives, including the CF unit within Crumlin's Children's Hospital. Within community, it's St. Vincent de Paul, it's in Agatha's Food Centre, the Simon community. And within arts, we've been sponsoring the Arts and Entertainment programme at Barrettstown as well. Well, we do a lot of matching as well. I'm beginning to blink here. I'm sure you've all got a lot of mad moustaches around the place. We do too. Marathon runners, Four Peaks Challenge guys. Anywhere where our employees can engage, we're certainly there. And again, our volunteerism, we try to build a number of different systems and push people towards helping. We've got Barrettstown here, as you can see, gardening and painting. We do even like the dress, the donated dress initiative for the Down Syndrome Centre. Any ladies here, go on to buymydressonline.ie, see if you can get dresses for the Down Syndrome Centre. It's a really, really good cause. Last minute, and this is a final quote, and this is something that Brian said this morning. He said that if we engage with CSI, we end up with employees that are more positive, more engaged, and more productive. This is a quote from one of our employees after going to Barrettstown, and I think it's the piece at the end that's the most important. So he said, when we learnt more about the place and the great work these people do, it made me think a lot, put my problems, or what I thought my problems were, into perspective, and gave me the chance to be thankful for all I have. This is not about publicity, guys. This is about giving back to the community, but it's also, more importantly, it's very important for us to make sure that our employees are productive and see the value in what we do. Thank you.